King of Sports, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
So, New Japan Cup USA. It's an incredible opportunity, and winning this could be life-changing. Takes you from just another guy on the New Japan strong roster, and it makes you somebody.
The New Japan USA Cup tournament. Last year, I came up short.
I've always been a special man. I'm already somebody. And my first round opponent, Brody King, knows this because I've known him since his first day. And because it is him, I know that I can't promise you. I can't sit here and look at you and promise you victory. What I can promise you is something real physical. Ideally, it'll seem like a series of crimes have just taken place.
This year is a new Brody King, an angrier Brody King. This year, I'm gonna take the tournament, and then I'm coming for the title. Let the violence begin.
Because Brody King knows that he will have to put me down to stop it.
Strong Style Evolved is underway here on New Japan Strong. Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Kelly. With Alex Kozlov, we'll be calling all the action. The New Japan Cup USA tournament, the 2021 version, we've seen qualifying matches this past 2 weeks. We've got 2 more great qualifiers coming your way. What a main event. How about Brody King versus Bateman? Man, oh man, this is going to be competitive.
Does Brody have the answer to the puzzle that is Bateman? Does Bateman have an answer to the power of Brody? I'll be tuning in to see this.
It's going to be 2 men, very evenly matched, that know each other so well, and we'll see if somebody can find an opening. I'm also very interested in the first qualifier that we'll see, because you've got Ren Narita, who's on excursion, no longer a young lion, ready to step up in class. He's going to have his hands full with Mysterioso.
I have a feeling that some of the success that Ren Narita has had is his opponents have been underestimating him. He is so technical, so gifted, and he's been showing it. And I think he has a good chance against Big Puppy Pump.
We'll also see in our opening match, Alex Coughlin representing the LA Dojo against the newest member of the United Empire. Jeff Cobb is here. Let's head to the ring.
2020 for the inaugural New Japan Cup in the USA. The winner earned a contract to challenge for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. The New Japan Cup in the USA returns once again in 2021. Only 8 men can compete in this prestigious tournament. Who will qualify to enter? This is Strong Style Evolved.
The following contest is your opening match and is a special singles match with a 20-minute time limit.
Strong Style Evolved Tour continuing, and we're deep in the heart of the qualifying matches for the New Japan Cup USA tournament. A non-tournament match this week, though, a one-on-one encounter Returning from injury a couple of weeks ago, Alex Coughlin looked great.
Introducing first,
And
in
we'll
the
see
red
how
corner,
strong that
representing
neck
the New
is
Japan Pro Wrestling
here
LA
in our
dojo,
opener.
Standing 6 foot tall, weighing in at 200 pounds, Alex Coughlin.
He had a great showing in his return last week. He's looking good, recovered, strong.
That was a hell of a fight, that tag team match.
Oh, yeah.
And now part of the United Empire. This is a different Jeff Cobb than we last saw on New Japan Strong. Was it the frustration of coming short in last year's New Japan Cup USA tournament? One of the elements that led Jeff Cobb to turn away from the fans who had supported him, to sidle up next to Will Ospreay and the Great Khan in the United Empire? Jeff Cobb is a man of few words. We may never really know the answer. But now, Jeff Cobb will look to make a statement on the young lion, Alex
Introducing
Coughlin.
his opponent in the blue corner, representing the United Empire, standing 5 foot 10 inches tall, weighing in 262 pounds, the Hatchet, Jeff Cobb.
Now, Kevin, you've seen Jeff Cobb up close in Japan. Like, what have you been seeing?
Well, he's more aggressive. He's wrestling with a pronounced chip on his shoulder.
Your referee
and
for
it's
this
paying
contest,
dividends.
Chad Rico.
The match that Jeff Cobb had with Shingo Takagi at Wrestle Kingdom was one of the best matches I have ever seen. And he has continued that march on. So for Alex Coughlin, who's still a young lion and back off the injured list, this is a tough draw for him, because Jeff Cobb has never been better than he is now. And to the ropes, Cobb will be different than the Jeff Cobb that we saw here on New Japan Strong in 2020. Trying the waistlock go behind, trying to out-wrestle an Olympian, and you get the sense that Cobb is just playing with Coughlin right now.
You know, I just remember Cobb as this very nice Aloha-style Hawaiian strongman. I mean, it's interesting to see him choose a different path.
Well, maybe it's the idea that if you keep doing the same things, you're going to always get the same results. And I know Jeff was never satisfied with mediocrity. He's an Olympian. He represented Guam in the Olympics. He was the flag carrier for his country. And now, joining the United Empire, I'm sure it wasn't a decision that he made in the blink of an eye. Coughlin runs into the brick wall that is Jeff Cobb. And now Coughlin off the ropes. Another shoulder tackle attempt, nothing doing.
Here's the interesting thing is that Coughlin is very, very strong, but Jeff Cobb is just another layer, another level of strong. I mean, he is incredibly powerful.
Yeah, and when you look at Jeff Cobb's body of work, just that match at Wrestle Kingdom alone. So for Alex Coughlin, who arrives at the venue today and sees his name opposite Jeff Cobb, you know you're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And I know he's medically cleared, says he's 100%, but hasn't had a lot of ring time.
Yeah.
So that might be a mitigating factor in the result.
Catches a huge back elbow. You could see the sweat just run off of him, man.
2 and a kick out. Obviously with Will Ospreay and the Great Khan, the United Empire, just think about what they did after Wrestle Kingdom, where all 3 members of the United Empire came up short in their individual singles opportunities. So they went to New Year Dash and absolutely destroyed Kojima. They sent Tenzan to the hospital. That's how bad these men are.
Ooh, hard chops by Coughlin. Oh, and a big chop returned by Jeff Cobb.
And now the bear hug. And we both know this, Alex. Jeff Cobb in Japan was loved. The Gachimuchi salt, they loved him. They saw him as this big, cuddly teddy bear.
Yes, I had it.
And right, and now, forget it.
Well, sometimes you gotta make those choices, you know, change your attitude if that means it's gonna better your career. Sometimes it seems like people sell their soul
Underneath the clothesline.
to the devil.
Goes for the flying maneuver there, and Jeff Cobb swats him away. Jeff Cobb is treating Alex Coughlin like a workout partner right now. Raking the forearm across the eyes.
Jeff Cobb looking to go for a lariat.
Oh!
And Coughlin catches him with a drop kick.
Doesn't knock him off his feet. Cobb comes forward. Coughlin ducks.
Oh, and a hard tackle, able to knock Cobb off his feet. Impressive.
Yeah, that flying shoulder tackle that Coughlin missed earlier on connected there, and now Coughlin flies in.
Following up with several European uppercuts. And Coughlin, for the first time in this match, able to get going, trying to lift Cobb up, but too heavy. Cobb is too strong, keeping a nice vertical base. And Coughlin goes behind.
Swing and a miss, though, on that one. And Cobb's momentum helping Coughlin.
Wow, and you can
yes,
see
sir.
the strength on Coughlin.
2 and a kick out.
When Coughlin needs to stay close to a downed Jeff Cobb.
Going for the Boston Crab.
5 minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes.
Cobb is kicking him off, and he's able to escape. Coughlin needs to stay close to Cobb while he's down, stay busy. Oh, and he catches him and takes him for a ride.
Yep, spin cycle. Jeff Cobb puts Alex Coughlin down. 2 and a kick out.
Kicks out at the very last second.
One of Kenta's victims last year in the inaugural New Japan Cup USA tournament. And now a tour of the islands awaits Coughlin, who puts the brakes on.
Catches him with a kick. Oh, takes his head off with a huge clothesline.
Yeah, that Yukon lariat. He took that combination from Shingo Takagi, and now a tour of the islands.
Oh, man, that is over.
It is indeed over. Jeff Cobb emphatically victorious.
Time, 5 minutes
Feels
and
like Coughlin
58 seconds.
didn't have
Here
much
is
of a
your
chance.
winner, Jeff Cobb.
I don't think anybody would have much of a chance against Jeff Cobb right now. He is that dangerous. And I'm telling you what, even more dangerous after
Once
coming
again,
up
your
short at
winner of the
Wrestle
match,
Kingdom against
Jeff
Shingo
Cobb.
Takagi. 2021 could be the year of Jeff Cobb. So Jeff Cobb, super impressive in victory over Alex Coughlin. And of course, we've continued to see the New Japan Cup USA 2021 tournament qualifying matches now heading into the first round next week. This is the final stop. So Ren Narita will take on Mysterioso in just a few moments, and I've asked Mysterioso to stop by. Standing by right now is indeed Big Papi Pump. And I just had a quick question for you. What do you think will happen against Ren Narita, and how do you think you will do in the upcoming tournament if you are successful?
This opportunity means everything to me. This is exactly why I came to New Japan for opportunity. I've shown it in the indie scene, now I gotta show it where it really counts, and that's New Japan. They gave me their golden boy, Ren Narita, and that's even a bigger opportunity. Not only to show the audience, but to show everyone in New Japan why Big Papi Pump, Mysterioso, belongs here. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to show everybody why I need to be here, why I belong here, and why I am Big Papi Pump.
Your second contest is a qualifying match in the New Japan Cup USA and has no time limit.
Are you ready for Big Papi? Do you hear this majestic, king-like music? Oh, yeah.
Well, Big Papi Pump, very confident. There's no mistaking whose gear that might be, by the way, because he has gear with himself on it. But I do
Smart.
appreciate all the looks.
Oh, it's a great look.
Introducing first in the blue corner, standing 5'11" tall, weighing at 218 pounds, Mysterioso.
218. Let's check that scale. So we've seen just tremendous matches in the New Japan Cup
yes.
USA qualifiers.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some seriously stiff competition, and they were just qualifying matches. I cannot wait to actually see the actual tournament unravel.
Tom Lawler, Leo Rush, Hikuleo, and Fred Rosser are all part of the field, and we will find out whether it'll be Ren Narita
And
or Mysterioso.
Man, this man, Ren Narita, has been on an impressive role.
Like a giant killer in New Japan.
Truly, I mean, he's gone into two matches as the
Introducing
biggest
his opponent
underdog
in the red corner,
with Bateman
representing the New Japan Pro Wrestling
and
LA
Chris
Dojo,
Dickinson of
standing
all
6 foot
people,
tall,
right?
weighing
and he was able to pull out a
183
victory in those
pounds.
matches.
You know, when Ren Narita
Narita.
was a young lion, now he's on excursion, and he would get close, and we would say, my God, if he wins, this would be a monumental upset. We have already had 2 monumental upsets when it comes to Ren Narita. And now Mysterioso, who has designs all around the world, wants to be in this field of the New Japan Cup USA tournament. Let's see what happens as the bell has rung. Great deal of press attention for Ren Narita back in Japan. Narita's hometown, one of your favorite haunts, Aomori.
Oh, yeah.
Up north there by Hokkaido.
Yeah, fun. I remember that I don't remember the next day. A lot of partying.
Yeah, shoots in, tries to take Mysterioso down. Of course, Mysterioso is a well-schooled young veteran of professional wrestling who has blended lucha libre style with the catch-as-catch-can style in the United States.
He's been able to blend those two styles very well together. And both men showing a lot of respect to each other, being very careful, starting slow. And now Ren Narita with the wrist lock. And Mysterioso rolls over and takes him down.
Well, this will certainly be a good test for Narita, but it's not about learning at this point. It's at that time where Ren Narita has begun to expect to deliver results.
Oh, yes. No, absolutely. Especially in a high-stakes qualifying match like this, you got to perform.
2, when Ren Narita was a young lion, he got to compete in the Best of Super Junior tournament a couple of years ago. And as you mentioned, this is really an open weight New Japan Cup USA tournament because we're going to see the biggest and the not so biggest.
Well, let's look at who we have. The smallest man in the tournament right now so far we have is Leo Rush.
Right.
And we have giants. We have Hikuleo in there.
Who's the biggest man on New Japan?
We have Tom Lawler, who's a straight killer.
1, 2, and Ren Narita yanking that shoulder up. Mysterio putting it back down on another 2 count. Well, this might do it. No, Narita to the bridge.
Beautiful bridge. Look at that arc. My God. And Mysterioso trying to push him down, but look at that strong base that Ren Narita is holding.
Wow, Mysterioso.
Wow.
And now he gets caught. And
Wow.
the monkey flip.
Wow, look at that. Holding on to the wrist and into a side headlock.
And the learning, of course, continues for Narita day in and day out at the LA Dojo, training under the watchful eye of Katsuyori Shibata. So you know he is really honing in on heart and toughness with Ren Narita.
Absolutely. You know, the whole New Japan dojo system is all about setting your ego aside and just bringing your will. It teaches you how to have will.
So Mysterioso now forcing Narita to the ropes, trying to get him off the side headlock, but Ren Narita not taking the invitation to let go.
That's a tight headlock. Another benefit that Ren Narita has is having the guidance of Shibata and the strategy that he can advise with him on.
And, you know, listen, there's some physical similarities between Shibata and Narita. And it's no surprise that he wrestles like Shibata. Wait a minute. No.
Wow.
Oh, Mysterioso nicely able to
Trading
counter.
covers.
Leg sweep. Oh, this is when Big Papi Pump starts to show his flair.
Interesting. Both men having an even exchange, trading covers. You can see the urgency, too, to get that win. It's smart to try to beat your opponent. The sooner the better, so not to take too much damage, because you have a big tournament coming up if you're able to even qualify.
And nobody has gotten through unscathed.
Not at all.
And of course, Fred Rosser paid the worst price of
man.
all of the qualifiers, because not only did he barely survive J.R. Kratos, but then Hikuleo attacking from behind. J.R. Kratos given the invitation to do more damage, with Hikuleo getting the final word. So we don't even know whether Fred Rosser is going to be anywhere near 100% when the tournament gets underway. And Ren Narita pouring the pressure on here on Mysterioso in the corner. Very aggressive, Ren Narita. Breaking the bigger man down.
And an Irish whip.
Narita head of steam.
Charges him with the back elbow.
Half
5 minutes
suplex with a pin. Beautiful.
Two, yeah, a beautiful half hatch there with the bridge. Technically refined, Ren Narita has gotten off to a fast start here on New Japan Strong.
And a leg sweep.
Well, we're not in Russia, so is it a Russian leg sweep?
I suppose, yeah, we are here in America. So
Well, the fans in Russia do see us each and every week.
That's very true. I was really just speaking to them.
So Ren Narita now trying to control Mysterioso.
Ren Narita staying real busy, you know, not allowing Mysterioso to get moving, you know, just staying, you know, busy and keeping him down. And I think it's a smart strategy to stay tight on your opponent. Don't even let him get going.
I just sense a calm about Narita when he's in the ring. It's amazing. He does not get flustered. And now trying to catch a hold of Mysterioso, who outquicks him there to the clothesline. And that flourish of offense from Mysterioso has put Ren Narita down. Let's see now if he's able to capitalize.
Able to take him over, using the rope to his advantage. And Ren Narita has to be very careful here, because this is where Mysterioso shines.
And this is one of the areas that young lions struggle when they come out on excursion for the first time.
Oh my God! He jumps the second rope and moonsaults to the outside. I noticed that he put himself in harm's way as well.
No doubt.
I mean, it's a very high-risk maneuver, but he was able to connect.
4, 5.
And now dropping Ren Narita face first
7.
on the edge of the ring. Again, the young lions focus on the
9.
inside of the ropes,
10.
but it's the outside. When you say using the ring as a weapon, it's such a great analogy.
1.
But it's one of the things
2.
that the Young Lion system doesn't
3.
teach.
Well, I
4.
mean, it doesn't, and that is
5.
definitely a weakness, you
6.
know, for them. You
7.
have to be very careful, especially when you're going against a super luchador that is Big Papi.
So now Mysterioso. Oh!
What a senton, and you know, Mysterioso is a heavy luchador.
2.
Man, that moonsault completely took the wins out of Ren Narita.
Keep him down if you think you can get the win and force Narita to kick out. He does it too, but Mysterioso is in firm control now, again, in this New Japan Cup USA tournament qualifying match.
3 hard kicks to the back of Ren Narita. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Power slam.
And now going to move. Watch this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, caught him on the rebound.
Wow.
Mysterioso landing hard on Ren Narita, doing damage to himself in the process, though.
That is the risk that you take with high-flying maneuvers like that.
And now, just like that, here goes Ren Narita. Boston Crab.
Well, Mysterioso's being smart about it, keeping his back close to the mat and grabbing that rope.
Both men paying the price for that double moonsault. Mysterioso landing the second.
Oh, what
wow.
a kick to the face of Narita.
Narita might have just collapsed, but Mysterio grabbed him and now is yanking him up to the second rope with him. Watch this, Alex.
Oh, my God. Just dumps him face first off the top.
Gourd buster from the second rope toe.
Oh,
and a
barely kicks
kick
out. Wow. Well, both these men obviously realize the importance of this qualifying match, because if they can advance to the actual tournament, can you imagine what a win for either of these men would mean?
Exactly. And, of course, at the end of the New Japan Cup USA tournament, last year, Kenta won, and he got the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship opportunity. We'll see what the prize is here for 2021. Mysterioso off the ropes. Another lariat. No. Narita into a hammerlock.
10 minutes has elapsed. 10 minutes.
And now the rear naked choke. We're seeing some of the Shibata training coming out here with Ren Narita. Into the Cobra twist.
If he can get his arms around the neck of Mysterioso, but Mysterioso's too thick, too big, and able to get to the rope.
Too much big poppy pump for the Cobra twist. Ren Narita will have...
Oh, my God!
Bridging German suplex.
Wow. Did you see how much air he got before he dumped him straight on his neck?
Ren Narita, a great amateur wrestler as well, before turning pro, trying out for and making the New Japan Dojo his first time. And now on excursion here, New Japan Strong in the LA Dojo, his home. And now watch this. Oh, the Narita special.
And we've seen this before. We've seen him actually come out victorious from this. Is this going to do it? He's got it really tight. Will Mysterioso be able to get to the rope? Oh, he submits Mysterioso. My God.
Ren Narita has done it again.
12 seconds. Here is your winner, advancing to the New Japan Cup USA, Ren Narita.
Well, Mysterioso certainly is tough, and the competition in the tournament for Ren Narita is only going to get tougher.
I certainly agree with you, and I do see a young Shinsuke Nakamura in him. I mean, can you imagine if he actually won the New Japan Cup USA?
Brand new supernova.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you know what? Ren Narita might have to face either Brody King or Bateman, and they will be up next in our main event. That's the type of physical athlete that we're seeing here in the New Japan Cup USA qualifying matches. So Ren Narita has advanced, and we'll see what happens as the tournament unfolds. Mysterioso with a fine showing as well, but you know he will be disappointed, but a bright future for Big Poppy Pump. Right, Alex?
Absolutely. I mean, he is one of the strongest, most talented luchadors that I've seen.
So if Mysterioso was a stock, would you buy or sell or hold?
I think right now is a good time to buy.
We will now take a short break to clean and disinfect the ring.
What'd you up to?
Oh, I'm checking out new merch on Token Shop Global.
Oh yeah, they put out new products like every month. I just got a t-shirt.
I got a beautiful towel.
I just got boxers.
Oh yeah? I'm wearing them right now.
I just ordered a mask.
Good, the sooner the better, because I don't want to see your ugly face.
I love Token Shop Global. I as well.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
The following contest is your main event, a qualifying match in the New Japan USA tournament, and has no time limit.
When two opponents know each other so well as Brody King and Bateman do, it makes it hard for me to pick a winner. Because size-wise, Brody's got a little mass on Bateman. Their height is the same. Bateman's got more wrestling experience. But once the bell rings, everything Bateman does, Brody knows it. Everything Brody wants to do, Bateman knows it. How do you pick a winner?
It's very difficult to pick a winner between these two. Bateman does have more experience, and I think that will be the determining factor whether he can use that experience and wisdom to win this match.
And some of his bizarre
Introducing
antics.
first, in the blue corner, representing Ring of Honor, standing 6'3" tall, weighing at 239 pounds, Bateman!
Yeah, Bateman is such an interesting character because, you know, the way that he moves in the ring, the maneuvers are so innovative. Some don't even know how to respond to that. I mean, you've never experienced it.
And it's sometimes you get a brawler, sometimes you get a classically trained wrestler. With Brody King, we know exactly what we're going to get. And it can be beautiful or it can be horrifying.
I don't know at which point it's ever been beautiful.
But either way, let the violence begin.
Oh, and the Regal twins are accompanying their tattooed big brother.
Brody King rubbing off on the Regal twins.
Introducing his opponent in the red corner, representing Ring of Honor, standing 6'7" tall, weighing in at 300 pounds, Brody King!
I bet you Brody loves going to the tattoo parlor because he probably enjoys the pain that comes with it. You know how many mosh pit fights he's been a winner of? I mean, the man just,
for this contest,
he likes
Jeremy
violence.
Marcus.
He embraces it. And Bateman, of course, will sometimes, he seems like the type of guy who can talk his way out of fights or maybe talk his way into trouble. Either way, Jeremy Marcus calls for the bell and we're underway. Somebody's going to qualify for the New Japan Cup USA tournament. Will it be Bateman? Will it be Brody King? We're going to find out.
Bateman kicking Brody off right away.
So I don't know if Bateman counted on the Regal twins accompanying Brody King to the ringside area.
Oh, look at the power of Brody. Just
Waistlock takedown. So Bateman said earlier on that he was there when Brody King, he knew him from day one. When he started in this industry years ago, and now here they are battling for an opportunity to be in the New Japan Cup USA tournament.
Yes.
Bateman might have tugged on Brody's ear when he was.
It was very subtle. It was very hard to tell, but that's a good technique by Bateman. kicks, bro. Oh my God, Brody with an overhand slap to Bateman, and now they're trading shots.
Come on, Bateman!
Oh!
Hard elbows.
And digging the thumbs into the eyes. This is the type of strategy that Bateman will employ. Oh, catching him downstairs. Stick and move and a double thrust into the throat.
Catches him with a drop kick to the knee, and that would be a good strategy to take the big man off his feet. But Brody catches him with a big tackle.
Let's see how Brody can move.
Oh, and a drop down, and we usually don't see a drop down being so effective. He was able to trip Brody.
Brody King really coming out on the wrong end of that one, and Bateman is taking advantage.
Whoa, and Brody catches him with a face plant and a senton. Oh my God, that's a lot of weight coming on you.
1, 2.
Ooh, man, that kind of weight coming on onto you, it forces all the oxygen out. Very hard to breathe. It's, man. Oh, what a chop.
Come on, Bateman! Come on! Come on!
Back in the day, Brody King and Bateman were at one time tag team partners, but a lot of miles each man has logged since those days.
And they've changed, too, over the years. They've changed. There are some unknown variables. They know each other well, but there's some new skills, new techniques that they don't know of each other, and so they have to count that in. Be very careful.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at the torque on that. Just cranking that neck. And just clubs him over the chest.
Cover 2. And Bateman is able to kick out. Brody King pounding away on Bateman. And you see how effectively Brody King uses his size, while at the same time, I'm sure making sure that his left knee is sound, because Bateman went after it early.
What a hard boot. It looked like it landed on the ear of Bateman.
And don't forget early on how Bateman tried to rip at the ear of Brody King in the opening exchange of this match. Oh, man, what an answer from Bateman.
Hard shots. Oh, my God, just knocks him silly. Wow.
You hear the Regal twins on the outside. They are really trying to study and learn as much violence as they can from Brody King, as Bateman goes back after that knee once again.
Brody trying to pick him up for that gut wrench suplex, but Bateman able to kick that knee from under him and catch him with that forearm.
5 minutes
giving him a little bit of time to recover. You can see he's holding on to his lip over there. He probably has a busted lip or a loose tooth.
Checking to see if the molars are still in place.
That is a smart strategy. Keep Brody on the mat. Work those legs.
Bateman.
Don't let Brody get up.
No, Bateman escaping back to the eyes once again. So while Brody King's vision is clouded,
and it's a very great ring awareness by Brody King to get himself to the corner. He can lift himself up if he needs to.
And you can see he's about to as Bateman stomps on him. They're in the blue corner. Back in the eyes again.
I don't know if it was smart picking the big man up, though. You want to keep him down. A man like Brody King, you want to keep him down. Oh, my God. What a chop. Oh! Oh!
And an answer from Brody King, and again. Ooh! Ripping right hand. Catches Brody King right in the jaw. And a drop kick puts Brody King on his back. Bateman has not been quick to go to a lateral press trying to gain victory. It seems like he is content at this point to continue to physically dissect Brody King.
Well, he probably realizes that he won't be able to put away Brody King right now. It's going to take a lot more punishment, a lot more damage that he has to do to Brody. But he has to stay on top of him. Don't let Brody even get off his feet. I think that's a mistake in strategy. He probably wants to trade shots with him. You know, it's an ego thing. You know, he's known him for a long time. Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
And ducks that line. Oh, and innovative.
Bateman might have caught him with both elbows.
Wow.
Now, whatever padding and protection those elbow pads might have offered, especially for Brody King, out the window. Oh, gets caught.
Oh, and an imploder in the corner.
A very Kozlovian way to describe the exploder that Brody King nails Bateman with. Uh-oh, watch out. My God.
Oh, my God, and a cannonball in that corner. Bateman is out.
One, close to the ropes, two.
His hand is under the first rope.
Yep, great awareness there from Jeremy Marcus to go outside to the floor to get a good look, and seeing Bateman's hand underneath the bottom rope, that's as good as a rope break.
That would have been it if he only was a little bit closer to the middle of the ring. That would have been it. But Brody obviously has taken a lot of damage, unable to capitalize. Needs to recover a little bit.
So Bateman saved by the apron portion, the exterior of the cerulean blue. And that's what keeps this New Japan Cup USA qualifying match going.
Well, he was lucky. Bateman was lucky that he happened to be so close to the rope, because that match was over. If only Brody can capitalize on it. But Bateman is already getting up himself.
Yeah, Brody's in the plus position, though, here.
Oh, and a hard elbow by Bateman.
I'm not sure that those forearms from Bateman, if he'll be able to fire with the same velocity he had early on.
Oh, my God, what a chop. Oh, and that's interesting. Bateman is unzipping his jacket. He's almost inviting Brody to hit him harder. Skin to skin. Go!
Will that be a decision Bateman will regret?
Come on, Bateman!
Back to the knee.
Rolling elbow.
Yeah, rolling elbow and knock.
Brody stumbles to his knee.
Palm strikes, and now Bateman comes forward, gets caught.
Wow. Dumps him on his back.
Two, and a kick out.
10 minutes have elapsed.
Jeremy Marcus going over to check on Bateman. Being driven into the mat the way that he was.
Bateman is in a lot of pain after that one.
It's got to be a scary thought for an athlete like Bateman to have all the wind driven out of your body and realizing you cannot breathe and somehow finding a way to kick out because of what is at stake, a berth in the New Japan Cup USA tournament.
And Brody is ready to charge Bateman in that corner, but Bateman is able to slip out. And a hard shot to the midsection, and a hard kick. It looked like it landed on the chin of Brody.
And now Brody!
Wow! German suplex into that corner. I think his head might have caught that lower rope. Oh, and a hard knee.
The knee strike, side of the head.
He is barely able to turn the big man over.
One extra rotation, though, and that will force Brody King to have to kick out where we saw earlier on. Bateman's arm was underneath the bottom rope. It really is still anybody's match here. I was just about to write Bateman off after that cannonball in the corner. But look, now Bateman is still alive.
It can certainly go either way. It's very, very close one to call. Oh, wait a minute. He's going for the Gonzo bomb. But Bateman was able to get out of it.
Going back to the knees and then catching him. Watch this now.
Will he be able to pick him up? Oh, my God, the strength on Bateman, able to lift him up like that.
Fisherman Buster 2.
Oh.
And Brody kicks out. Brody King kicks out.
You can see the frustration and desperation on Bateman's face. What else can he do to put away the monster?
The wheels are turning. You can see the devious mind of Bateman at work.
Keep breathing. Keep breathing. He's up. He's up. Heads up. Heads on swivel.
Again, another attempt to lift.
Oh, he's trying to do that. Get him for that tombstone, but Brody able to German Bateman on his neck. Oh, and a big kick by Bateman.
Oh!
What a lariat by Brody King. And he looks like he's one move away from putting Bateman
And we
away
know what
right
that
here.
move might be.
Oh, and he connects. Oh, my God.
Gonzo bomb 2. It's over.
Wow.
Time, 13 minutes and 25 seconds. Here is your winner, advancing to the New Japan Cup USA, Brody King.
Well, Brody King in 2020 got a pinfall victory over Kenta
Once again, your winner,
and
advancing
came
to the
oh
New
so
Japan Cup
close
USA,
to taking
Brody King.
that IWGP US Heavyweight contract away from Kenta. But now, Brody King has qualified for the New Japan Cup USA tournament. We don't know the prize that will be going to the tournament's winner, but that might be my pick right there.
Oh, well, he certainly has a really good chance of winning. He's come so close, but the competition has never been thicker.
So Brody King advances to the New Japan Cup USA tournament.
Oh boy.
He did it. Best big man in the game did it. Never a doubt.
No.
Never a doubt.
Hang on. You know what? Whew. If there's anyone that knows more about me than Bateman, I don't want to know. That guy knows me inside and out. Oh my God, he hits like a truck. Whew. But you know what? Today was my day. New Japan USA Cup. Last year I came up short. This year I'm taking the whole thing.
What do you have, a crystal ball? You've gotten all these predictions exactly right. You nailed Brody King versus Bateman. Yeah, Brody King won, but he paid a heavy physical price.
I mean, they went through a war, and, you know, for that match, you know, they saw no faces. They're not friends. It's about the New Japan Cup USA Championship. That's what it's all about.
Congratulations to Ren Narita for qualifying for the tournament as well with a hard-fought victory over Mysterioso. Next week, 2 more qualifiers. In fact, the last 2 qualifiers, because the field of 8 will be set after next week, and we cannot wait to see what's going to happen when you've got Chris Dickinson one-on-one against Blake Christian, all heart.
Man, Blake Christian is certainly all heart, and this has been the greatest platform for him to showcase his abilities. But Chris Dickinson, he is dangerous. Be real careful.
And we'll also see in a qualifying match next week Tag team partners from the Super Junior Tag League a couple of years ago, Clark Connors versus TJP.
Man, that's going to be an exciting matchup. I mean, it's got all the makings of a match of the year. Clark Connors has been on such a tear. TJP is the alumni LA Dojo member, so this will be very interesting.
Can't wait to see what's going to happen, and we hope you're along for the ride with Alex Kozlov and Kevin Kelly. We'll see you next week here for New Japan Strong.